Hello darlings, welcome to your practice. I've got a nice quick little practice here for you today, and this is encouraged to do when you're sort of experiencing that midday slump or mid-morning slump, mid-afternoon slump, whatever it might be for you, where you start to lack motivation or your creativity starts to wander out of the door or your productivity really starts to decrease. This is a really good one just to inject some prana, some life force energy, some breath back into the body, and to remind your mind and your body that it's got this beautiful energy ready to be used. And yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna do this in a seated position, so coming onto your chair if you've got a chair, or onto your mat, onto the ground, or a pillow, cushion, whatever you're comfortable with. We'll cross the legs if we're seated on the ground, if that's comfortable, and take your palms of hands onto the knees. As you nestle the hands into the knees, can you start to straighten and lengthen through the spine? And maybe shifting the shoulders so they're stacking over the hips. Soften your shoulders towards the earth and reach your crown of head towards the sky. Take a few breaths here. Notice where your breath is most dominant. Is it really shallow into the chest? Or is it deep into the belly? Can you lengthen the breath, deepen the breath? And as you lengthen and deepen the breath, can you shift gears into introspection? Inquire within here. How am I? How do I feel? And what is it that I'm experiencing right now? Take 3 to 5 breaths, noticing and taking inventory of whatever you find. When we inquire within, we develop a greater sense of awareness of self. We become closer to self, and we become more knowledgeable on what it is that we might need in moment to moment. Move from that place, breathe from that place, knowing that which you need. Breathe in, start to create some circles through your rib cage. Press your rib cage forward, around, back, and around. Maybe starting smaller, just nice little subtle movements of the rib cage. You might notice here that the ribs are quite sort of stiff and constricted. That's absolutely okay. Use your breath to support you in getting the rib cage to start to find a little bit of mobility and openness. Maybe these circles become longer and slower, and wider, and maybe even more nourishing, more fluid, more rhythmic. Find your breath and use your breath to guide your movement. Breathing in forward, breathing out back, inhaling forward, and exhaling backward. If you're on a chair, the hands might be at the thighs or again the knees, and the movement might just be slightly more subtle than me. 2 more this direction. 1 and 2. Good. Meet in neutral spine. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Maybe gaze opens and gaze goes to the hands. As the hands brush together, breathe in. Breathe out, hands down to your heart space. Inquire within, how am I? What do I need? Take a breath in, reach your arms out and up. Palms kiss at the top. This time on an out breath, lower your left hand to the ground, left fingertips to the ground, right fingertips reach up. Breathe in, draw your belly in. Breathe out, lean into your left side as that right arm reaches over and across. Good. Take an inhale, twist your chest open, maybe look up and over. And breathe out, opposite side, dropping right fingertips to the ground, left fingertips up and over, stretching through left side body. If you're on a chair, this might be a slighter movement, holding onto the side of the chair and just leaning over and across with a little more mindfulness and gentleness. Breathe in and breathe out. And take the hands back to the knees or the thighs and start to take our rib cage in an opposite direction. So let's start to rotate in whichever way you haven't moved yet. And if you're like me and you've forgotten which direction you are taking your ribs in, just mix it up a little. Really work with rotating through the rib cage around, using the breath to support you in finding mobility and fluidity in the movement. This round you might like to take the head and the neck into it as you exaggerate the breath to find a longer, more fluid movement. Let's meet in the center. Breathe in, reach your arms out and up. And breathing out, hands to your heart space. On an in-breath, reach out and up. On an out-breath, palms to your heart. Turn your palms inward to your chest and stack your hands over your chest, your heart. Feel into this space for 3 to 5 breaths. Again, just inquire, notice. I encourage you here to inquire what it is that you need for the rest of your day. What can you do to better support, better nourish, and better nurture yourself from this moment to the next, and the next, and the next. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let the breath go. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let something go. Inhale clarity, motivation. Exhale stagnation, procrastination. Take your hands together, palms kiss. And notice the sensation of the skin of your palms and your fingers brushing against one another. Thank you for practicing with me, yogis. Namaste.